families, thank you so much for joining me to watch our video today on how you can practice your sight words at home. Sight words are so important to master because they come up in our reading all the time, and the ones we're going to be talking about today mostly are the pre-primer sight words. You find those pre-primer sight words very frequently in the kindergarten level text. So we really want to make sure that when we look at one of these words, we can recognize it in about 3 seconds. They don't always follow the phonetic rules that we're learning about in kindergarten. So they're not always words that we can sound out. So I'm going to have a look at the 6 steps that we're going to use with the children. And before we do that, we're going to have a look at what we need to do to find out what the sight words we need to work on. Okay, thank you for your patience. So the first thing you want to do is test your child on the sight words that they know. And on the next page, we're going to have the pre-primer words. So the pre-primer list, there's 40 words that come up very frequently. You're going to write the words that your child doesn't know on index cards or small pieces of paper. Select between 2 and 5 words per week for your child to learn. If at the end of the week your child does not know those words, there's no need to keep adding more words. Just keep practicing those words that they don't know the following week. Select 1 word per day to practice and choose from the activities that I'll show you, or you can do all of the activities. Spend between 10 and 20 minutes per day practicing the word. These are the adult pre-primer words. And if you want to pause the video here and ask your child to read them, you'll be able to come up with at least 5 words maybe that they can practice. So these are the 6 steps that you would use to practice a sight word with your child. The first thing is to read the sight word card and then spell it. Step 2, use the sight word in a sentence. So at this point, the child is just telling you a sentence. It was a stormy night. Step 3, build it. You can use magnetic letters, letter cards, or Play-Doh. Step 4, write it 3 times. You can use crayons, dry erase, or regular markers, or you can use your finger to write in the air, or in shaving foam, paint, sand, flour, or even salt. Step 5, read it in a sentence or connected text. Now, you can try to find the sentence in a book, or you could write out a sentence for your child to read. Step 6, the child writes the word in a sentence. So I'm going to show you the paper that I wrote. I don't have my printer at home right now, or any of my classroom materials. So I just hand wrote what I needed. So step 1, read it, spell it. So paper card, and this is the word was. Read it, was, spell it, W-A-S. What was that word? Was. Say it in a sentence. I was happy. Build it. You can build it with Play-Doh. W. It's a great idea to have your child say the letters as they make them. A. We always ask the children to roll out some skinny snakes to make the letters. S. W-A-S. Was. We don't need any fancy cards or anything. I've just got paper letters here as well, because you could just use letter cards. W-A-S. Was. A marker on paper makes a letter card. Now you can see this is a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, but it actually is going to work really well as dry erase. And this isn't even a dry erase marker, this is just a regular washable marker. So So write the word 3 times. W-A-S, was. W-A-S, was. W-A-S, was. Read it in a sentence. I prepared this one before. He was funny. Now write it in a sentence. He was funny. Now, like I said, you can just use a wet paper towel, and the wet paper towel will erase this. Maybe you can make up your own sentence. The child could make their own one. I was happy. Okay. If they want to extend, you can try writing in the air as well. W-A-S, was. Or you might want to try practicing with some salt. This is just a lunchbox and some regular table salt and a Q-tip. W-A-S, was. Okay, so we've been practicing our sight words today. We've got 6 steps to practice our sight word just using regular materials that we have around the house. I hope that you enjoyed watching with me. I can't wait to see everybody soon. Thank you.